Steve Gamache with a Chef Knives to Go quick look product video on the Shun Classic 3.5-inch paring knife. Mark should have a general overview video on the Shun Classic product page with some things I wanted to present that I didn't have to go through in every single video, so please take a look at that for more information if you're interested on some specifics on the line. The core steel in this line is VG10 stainless with a heat treat rating of 60 to 61 Rockwell. And the construction, it's going to be a little hard to see with such a small blade, but it is a multi-layered Damascus cladding over the top of a core VG10 steel. You can see the core steel exposed at the edge there in the layers. The weight on this is very light, as it should be. It's a paring knife. 2.2 ounces, 62 grams, and the blade length is about 3.5 inches or 90 millimeters. And the overall length about 8 inches in total. The spine is, it's not a super duper thin knife. It's got a little backbone to it. The spine's 1.8 and pretty much carries that most of the way till the grind of the blade starts in about right here all the way to the tip. And the height is 21.4. Hey, it's short. It's a paring knife. It's supposed to be. So handle type is their standard D-shaped right-hand biased pack of wood bolstered kind of WA-style handle. And this blade has a really good, gentle, kind of classic taper to the edge profile, and it is a thin blade. This particular knife is highly and frequently recommended by some real experienced people at Chef Knives to Go forums, and also Mark himself. This is it's not inexpensive, but it's a very nicely built. It's got a little stiffness to it. It's well balanced. It's got a very comfortable handle, great fit and finish, as I mentioned. It's got enough of a heel to it with some height that you're not going to pop right over and nick yourself like you could on some of the blades that are just kind of right there for you, right out of the handle. And you can hold it back here. You can choke up on it and use it. It's kind of an extension of your hand. So it's a well crafted blade with some stiffness to it and a great grind, good steel, gets razor sharp. It's very sharp out of the box, and it's just a real nice knife. So let's bring in the 4-inch version of this just for comparison. So the 4-inch version is a little taller at the heel, not by much, but a little taller, obviously a little longer, and you can see it's not quite as pointy at the end as the 3.5 inches. But if, just for comparison's sake, if you're somebody with much larger hands or you're working on things where you need a little bit longer blade, this might be of interest to you. So it's a slightly different feel, handling feel, slightly different shape to the front third of the blade, or about third of the blade. But there's just a comparison there between there. So if you've got kind of a normal size hands and normal size duties with the paring, the 3.5 might be the best choice. If you've got slightly larger things to work on, or you've got really big hands and you want something a little bit, oversized, the handle's about the same, but the blade's longer. The 4-inch might be of interest to you. So there you have a classic, if you don't pardon the pun, paring knife, the Shun, I knew I was going to do that, classic paring 3.5-inch knife. Steve Gamache with a Chef Knives to Go quick look product video on the Shun Classic 3.5-inch paring knife. Mark should have a general overview video on the Shun Classic product page with some things I wanted to present that